Gentlemen, welcome to this nice panel and interview. I would like to welcome you all. We have on panel Tiago Rocha, the Chief Commercial Officer of Zain KSA. We have Nikos Angelopoulos, CIO at MTN Group. We have Prianca Ravichander, the Chief Commercial Officer and Chief Marketing Officer at Tecnotree. And we have Enzo Scarcella, the Chief Consumer Officer at MTN Group. I would like to start, first of all, with Zain KSA, please, with Tiago. How is AI transforming revenue growth for telecom operators beyond cost optimization, and how does this role plays in hyper-personalized customer experiences impact retention and ARPU?
We have been trying to implement a lot of AI use cases over the past year and a half, more or less. In fact, we have been going through a big transformation of all of our backend systems, front-end systems as well. Several use cases that we have been working on, some on improving the efficiency of our operations, being them on how to optimize the management of the network, how to become much more efficient, faster, and accurate on solving the problems of the customers. Also, when it comes to customer care, how can we ensure that we can not solve the problem, but avoid the problem, predict that the customer is going to face a problem, resolve it even before the problem happens if possible. More recently, we have been working on use cases that can increase and enhance revenues. And here we're talking about accuracy and prediction. We can work on prediction when it comes to understanding what is the probability of the customer to churn or to terminate his line. And this can be the result of multiple causes. Other use cases that we have been working a lot, they are what we call working on the segments of one. What do I mean with this is by having a much better and accurate profile segmentation of our customer base based on usage behavior, some prediction of behavior as well, trying to understand if the customer is actually on the right package or not, or what is intent in terms of new usage, new package that we can put him on. And what I typically say to my team is, what is the right product with the right price, through the right channel, on the right time. And doing this, it's only enabled by having a very powerful AI engine that can feed all of our product, can be fed by all of our product catalog, touching with all of the channels that customers can use. And this is how we can enhance ARPU, we can increase lifetime value of the customer, and obviously improve retention of our base.
With AI relying heavily on data, how do you balance monetization with data privacy, security, and regulatory compliance?
Yeah, we're actually capturing a lot of information that we feel very, very obliged to actually protect it properly, while at the same time be able to monetize. So technology is very rich and enables all of it to happen. You can abstract technology, you can anonymize data, you can tokenize data, you can find a lot of mechanisms to actually address the regulatory and privacy matters of handling data from a technology perspective. What is really important by view is to be able to have useful, valuable, and business relevant use cases and examples of applying, rules and analysis and prediction to the data to have a meaningful impact and a meaningful output. And that's where really the most value lies. Technology is able at this day and age to protect the data properly and to enable the users and the analysts and the scientists to use the data in well-structured, well-protected ways without exposing our customers at risk. Business value and business impact is what we're really seeking. Right. Now, in MTN also, we have recently established our last year for our responsible AI policy. We are very focused on this, I'm very serious about it. We are investing in educating the organization, raising the awareness helping all the colleagues, wherever they might be, this commercial part of the business and the growth part of the business, in the center, in the, of course, in the platform business, understanding these matters and being responsible and act responsibly when they use data.
How is AI shaping your company's strategy for 2025 and beyond? And what are your key AI investment priorities?
Priorities are really in three areas, right? So the first area is revenue growth, and I'll speak a bit and build on what, because I think Tiago's given quite a comprehensive answer, but I'll build on that a bit. The second bit is in customer satisfaction, and the third bit is in efficiency and cost optimization internally. So I'll start with the smallest one. So we think efficiency and cost optimization will happen in back office areas in the business. And we're already starting to experiment with that. And we're seeing that give us some results, right? But as I said, we're closer to the beginning than the end. That's the first thing. The second bit is, pretty much all the research tells us that NPS is higher for self-service channels than it is for assisted channels, right? So the more we can move our customer interactions with us in the service area to self-service, the better for NPS, the better for customer lifetime value. So we're not experimenting. In fact, we have a live implementation in Nigeria of an AI bot, right? So what we're seeing is call volumes come down, customer adoption of this technology go up, and customer satisfaction go up. So that's a real life example that optimizes costs, but also is kind of driving revenue, right? So that's the second bit. The third bit, which is kind of an illustration of the point that Tiago made, is in the area of customer value management. So in our markets, 40% of purchases are made through private pricing and below the line. What AI gives us the capability. So in the old world, when I was a kind of CVM practitioner, you maybe had a 10 by 10 matrix in segmentation, right? And you generally had some BSS data around historic purchases and historic usage. All of a sudden, you can ingest all of the OSS data, all of the BSS data, and start actually creating profiles of one using all of those data points and be far more accurate in kind of how you target your customers.
What we're trying to do technically is diverse, it's rich. We need to unify a standard data model that can be easily plugged and played into different markets for various types of use cases, whether they're across revenue monetization, optimization, efficiency, etc. Right? So this is what we've actually done. We've unified a data model for the telco space, allowing telcos to not only use it for their internal practices, top and bottom line, but also start exposing that data to a set of partners to enable new revenue. So I think the metrics are changing now. So it's not subscriber acquisition, right? It's customer lifetime value. It is not how much engagement did my last campaign CVM do. It's how many impressions per second can I actually run on my system, right?
And this is definitely the right time for operators, including ourselves, to bet on AI to transform the way of working, to enhance a lot the experience to our customers, the kind of services that we can provide on the real time without depending only on time and capability of people. Because in the end of the day, as I mentioned before, AI is about being much more accurate, faster, and automating utilization of data that we have today in our database. Not only BSS and OSS data, but data that many operators are not used to use. For example, non-transactional data in our channels. The customers that are utilizing e-commerce or mobile application, they are not transacting anything, but they are there navigating. And we typically don't store this kind of data. So how can we understand it and reutilize this data merged with OSS and BSS data and making sense of all of this? So
the AI wave is so different, transformational, and will be factful versus anything we're doing. But I think it's gonna take us by a storm, and we need to ride the waves carefully so that we can, have a good time, enjoy, learn, but most of all, create value and experience for our customers and returns for our shareholders.